Does Rover deserve all the hate that just happened in the 2.5 story quest? Well, before that, I hate Rover so much. Like, why? Like, what? Like, how does one patch just single-handedly change the perspective of a character? Like, how does that happen? Like, imagine just suffering, okay? How far they lost everything, and then for a long, long time, okay, just alone, and no one just understands you, and suddenly someone just comes into your life and just like makes you feel good, and makes you feel valid in how you feel, and like say, oh yeah, I totally get what you mean. I totally get the feeling you have, and and you know, one day we should go back together, and we should, like, you know, share more of the songs, like, and just like make you really feel like this is not really the end of you. You've been alone for so long, and now suddenly, oh god, he's gone now. Remember the promise you made? How about no? You know what I mean? And it doesn't even help the fact that he says, like, oh, I make promises and I will not break them. Breaks it. Like, bro, like. And then this guy doesn't even have the audacity, after meeting him, doesn't even have the audacity to, like, apologize or anything, or like, or like, just try to understand her or something. Like, just ridiculous. And in the end, he just, like, just watches her. That's the biggest thing that makes me angry, is that they're just very similar in their thing. We just don't know how similar they are in their cost, but they're both really looking for a solution for the lament. That's definitely what they're doing. Well, for Rover, it's definitely more of a selfish desire to be able to make TDs into, you know what I mean, into people, but like, Rover is more into definitely doing these resets. And by the way, not just one reset, more than one reset. It's been implied more than one reset. So just reset to find, you know, a solution for the lament or something. And assuming how deep into the end that Rover does to be able to just sacrifice his memories just to be able to get through to the results that he needs, he has the audacity to question her. That's just crazy. That's just crazy work. And that what and man, this plot, like, is it really the guy's fault? Is it really the guy's fault? Like, as far as I am angry with him, I really think that people are not understanding just Rover as a character as a whole. Some people just go and say, oh my gosh, you know, the story was good, but like, oh, he's uncharacteristically stone cold, even for the standards and not picking up cues. I know the practices we're dealing with, but the scenes weren't that black and white. Like, I get it. I get how it feels bad, but like, I've seen some discourse in Twitter and, you know, in Discord, and like, people are complaining how much it's like he just changed his personality. He just suddenly feels more cold, and, you know, the hate just feels so forced. And then especially the most annoying bit is like they're saying that the writing is just bad writing because, like, you know, it's just forced, and like, you know, he doesn't understand her, and then, you know, he's a hypocrite. Like, bro, is this person acting flawed equals bad writing? That's crazy. But if you really kind of remember, it's really not Rover's fault, okay? Because, like, if you really kind of think about it, like, first of all, he had all the reason to deny her, okay? If you don't remember what happened like an hour ago from the plot, we literally come to a scene where we see a lot of the Fraxidus mind controlled by Fenrica or something, or just, like, you know what I mean, brain infected by the tear. And you know the first thing she says, one of the first things she says to do is for Rover to kill them. He even asks, like, are you sure? And she does. That just comes off as very sinister for Rover. And like, and do you remember the time that when she was about to leave into the memory she has, she was literally trying to trap Rover into the Sonorosphere, okay? Like, if you really kind of think about it, upon with that, and amount of the crimes that she already did already know since 2.0 and, you know what I mean, and the Jinjo arc, like, Frolova has done nothing but evil to the guy. Like, and on top of all that, he doesn't even remember her in the past, so like, he has no reason. He has no reason to be sympathetic to her. If anything, he had his own, you know, reasons to, like, deny her or something. And, you know, to the people that are saying that it's inconsistent to the character, I'd say it's very, very consistent to the character. Do you remember the first meetup that he had with Camellia? The first thing he did was almost try to kill her. He literally pointed the sword at her. He literally aimed the sword at her. This person was only just showing nothing but aggression. It's literally consistent, my guy. And most importantly, specifically, let me remind you that Forova is the Fraxidus. Like, it's really, really consistent. It's just, and most of all, like, people are saying that he never made it up to her, you know, never apologized, never went after her, and like, you know what I mean, just like became colder. Like, I understand. I get it.
Rover! Do something! What the fuck?
I understand. This is what bothers me the most about Rover still. You know, as a character, I really get it. Like, it really bothers me. Like, wow, you went through all that. And like, even if you're a little bit dense, my guy, like, wouldn't you at least realize, you know, maybe you're not this girl who's been constantly repeating that you left her. Don't you think maybe it's a little real? Like, I don't know. Like, wouldn't you at least guess that maybe she's not actually using this to manipulate you, but she actually generally feels that? But like, what can you do? Could you really get the guy who doesn't remember her to apologize? Like, I really think if you want to force apology, I really think you should get something that's much more genuine than an apology that it doesn't really come as genuine. He doesn't even mean it. He doesn't even remember her. So like, why bother apologizing? She's just gonna reject it anyway. And I really think this is the really beautiful part about this story. It's so beautiful. The quest was so beautiful. They're both morally gray. They're both wrong. One person just, you know, over prioritizes human life, and the other person over prioritizes the value of why that life is in the first place, rather than a mix. One person thinks, oh, life is just life, no matter the underline. Like, we will not make people suffer as long as it takes. We have literally seen this in the Shorekeeper's quest. This is literally his, you know, status quo. While on the other hand, Rover would go like, I would sacrifice human life as long as for the greater good, everything works out. You know what I mean? Like, if you really kind of think about it, it doesn't really help that Frolova really sees human life and task discourse as one and the same. So like, the idealization of that, and the fact that we don't really exactly know the science of TDs really are really, you know, it's like to say, like, do you really think that being a TD is like the end all be all of someone's life? We don't know. We actually don't know. And like, and that sort of justifies both of their arguments really right. It is murdering people, and they could be wrong, and then you're still bringing human suffering to them. Even if Rover is more on the right, his obsession and capacity to understand humanity is just bad, because if you really kind of think about it, Rover was kind of right to how it is, and that what makes it beautiful, because everybody was wrong in their own way, and everybody has their own like ideals they're clinging on, and what makes humanity really work, and both of them are right, but both of them doesn't really have a nuanced piece of each other, and that's what makes this conflict so beautiful, so engaging. And not only just the conflict, it's just they're also personally just so integrated in their lives. Like, Rover literally blue-balled this girl for hundreds of years, and she literally waited. We don't know how long she waited before the Grand Architect came into her life. We don't know that, but like, you know, we all know this. He has the audacity to like berate her for her methods when he could be actually doing just the same, and we don't know that. We don't know what the thing is he did. We just don't know. It's just what makes it so frustratingly beautiful. And I really hope, Koro, if you're really watching this, please do not listen to these bozos saying it's bad writing. It's beautiful writing. Don't listen to them. Just keep doing Gatras. It's very nice. Please. I know I hate Rover for this, but in terms of writing, I really love this. This is definitely not flawed. This is definitely not bad. I love it. Please keep it this way. Thank you very much. Oh my gosh. I'll just go back to Saki now, guys.